On February 7th, during the Super Bowl, the US's celebration of all things America. Big beefy guys smacking into each other, very expensive commercials, and of course Tom Brady. GM ran a lighthearted commercial anchored by Will Ferrell, taking the US to task over our poor EV adoption rate compared to Norway. While this was all in good fun, it indicates a seismic shift in consciousness that is happening with EVs. Will it help GM? Will it help other EV manufacturers? Will it just piss off the truck-loving America First market? Let's take a look. Hey y'all, it's Dr. Know-it-all. First, let's watch the commercial together. It's fun and silly, and it makes fun of Americans for not even knowing where Norway is. And of course, it features Will Ferrell, who is apparently loved by all, plus Kenan Thompson and Awkwafina.
Did you know that Norway sells way more electric cars per capita than the US? Norway. Well, I won't stand for it. Come on. Never mind. With GM's new Ultium battery, we're gonna crush those losers. Crush them! Let's go, America. Kenan, Norway's out EVing us. Wait, what's this?
Oh, it's my daughter's birthday. She's really into pirates
I don't
lately.
care. Grab an EV, meet me in Norway.
Okay, can I say goodbye to my family?
Nope.
All right.
Awkwafina, sorry to disturb you, but Norway's beating us at EVs.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. Meet me there in an hour.
Can I ride with you?
No! GM's Ultium battery is made for all types of vehicles, so soon everyone can drive an EV. Whoa!
Why didn't we all just go together?
Knowing Will, he's probably flying private.
Hey, Norway, listen up, you fish-loving! Oh, this place is adorable. Damn it. Where are you guys?
We're in Finland. Where are you?
I'm in Norway!
Norway? You're in Sweden.
Damn it!
So pretty fun, right? Anyway, the ad obviously pokes fun at US citizens' inability to be second, and our extremely poor knowledge of European geography, Finland and Sweden for the win, right? And of course, since this is an advertisement, it pushes the new GM models that will come out with the Ultium batteries. Of course, Will Ferrell gets to drive the yet-to-be-released Cadillac Lyric, which is going to be the first to market with this new technology from GM. Previous to the full ad, there was a teaser where Will Ferrell prank called in a pizza order for the entire country of Norway.
I'd like to order make that 5 million pizzas? Yes, with anchovies and deliver it to the entire country of Norway. Olaf has a coupon.
And it made such a splash that the Norway Prime Minister actually got in on the act. And the ad, which was released a few days before Super Bowl 55 on the 3rd, was big enough that both Audi and Ford have made counter ads in the time since then. Also, wildly enough, this ad was a full 90 seconds, which is crazy. It's very expensive to purchase Super Bowl ad time, obviously, and it might have cost GM as much as $15 million to even air this full ad. Normal Super Bowl air times are around 30 seconds due to expense, and it's around $5 million per ad. But on the other hand, judging from the commercials that I saw during the Super Bowl, ad space might have been a little bit cheaper than it is normally. There were some pretty low rent looking ads that were on during the game. So the ad was a lot of fun, but what does this all mean? Well, first of all, people are noticing Norway's EV adoption trend, and you can actually see my video on that above if you want to. Second, auto manufacturers, GM obviously, but also Audi and Ford, are really starting to ramp up the kind of Me Too EV adoption stance. Third, this ad might actually indicate something of a sea change in the US. Perhaps with the new administration pushing EVs so publicly, auto manufacturers see this as a good time to start to swing public opinion towards EVs. Fourth, the ad cleverly brings out the often over-competitive nature of America. We can't be beat to EV adoption by a little country. I love Norway, but it is a small country compared to the US. Of course, this America Second thing is really ridiculous because the US is actually one of the worst developed nations in terms of EV adoption rate. We're not second to Norway, basically we're kind of last. But hey, at least the ad gets the competitive juices flowing and makes EVs cool, not stupid for Americans, hopefully. In a minute, let's consider the consequences. But first, if you enjoyed this video, please do like it so other people can find it and subscribe for more of this stuff. Also, a real big shout out to my patrons on Patreon. Thank you all so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. We have a new patron since last time, Donald Moe. So good to have you join us. And of course, if you're interested, you can check out the link in the description. Also, as always, a big thanks to Zenly Music for the intro and conclusion music. And don't forget, if you're in the market for a Tesla, be sure you click our link in the description. If you do and you purchase a car, we each get 1,000 free supercharger miles. Also, we're Amazon affiliates, so if you click the link in the description and you go shopping on Amazon, you actually help out the channel, which is an easy way to help us out. Thank you. And of course, don't forget about our merchandise store, which now features hoodies and plaid. So obviously with this ad, GM has done a service for the industry, but is it really going to help them or others? Well, first, for GM, the Lyriq is not going to be on roads till 2022, and their 30-car fleet of EVs won't be around till about 2025, and that's what they're claiming. So is this ad just too early for GM? Well, it definitely could be. It could generate little interest as there are no GM cars on the road just yet, or worse, it could actually generate a great deal of interest and they have no cars on the road yet that are EVs. So if it generates a lot of interest, that could actually drive people to purchase other cars like Teslas in the meantime. Speaking of Tesla and others, what about for other EV makers? What does this ad do for them? Well, if they have cars out right now, this could actually help them. Certainly Audi, Ford, especially Volkswagen and Tesla, etc., have cars on the road that are EVs right now, and this could actually drive people who are interested to say, well, I'm not going to wait 18 months or 2 years to purchase a new car. I'll go out and I'll purchase one of those instead. And of course, for Tesla in particular, Tesla spends $0 on advertising, but at least in the United States, when you think EV, you think Tesla. And so therefore, I think Tesla is actually going to be helped as much as anybody by this GM ad. With the caveat that this morning I was talking on the Sup Tesla room in Clubhouse, which is really awesome, by the way, and hi to everybody in that room. But anyway, during our conversation, Andre was talking about how his father actually watched the Edward Scissorhands GM ad, which I thought was actually pretty terrible. But anyway, apparently his dad has a Model Y, if I'm remembering correctly, on order, and he said he was going to cancel that reservation and order a Cadillac Lyriq instead. So while that decision got a lot of flack from Andre and others in that room, it's interesting that there is a segment of the population that GM obviously understands is going to be appealed to by the GM brand and the not Tesla brand. Apparently there's some backlash in the United States. So, anyway, there is obviously some market of people who are going to put off purchasing a car in order to get a GM as opposed to a Tesla. Now, of course, that could come back to bite GM in the ass, because what they might do is they might say, well, rather than purchasing a new GM gas-powered car right now, I'm going to wait a couple of years and get one of their EVs, which means that they won't make sales in the meantime. Also, as another side note here, Apple and Hyundai's apparent talks have fallen apart. You can see my video, which I just released about that here. Obviously, things change. So anyway, this means that Hyundai is going to be making their eGMP cars on their own, which really doesn't hurt them very much. But Apple, if it still wants to be part of the EV autonomous car revolution, needs a new manufacturing partner. And this is probably going to push their possible car release date back even more. So if they don't get going, they're going to be irrelevant to this game, at least for the 2020s. So Apple better get their butts in gear. And in my opinion, Apple has a lot to lose here. They need to become a big part of this for the company's future health. So I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, so back to GM. When the Lyriq comes out, it will reportedly cost around $75,000. And for less than that, you can get a Model Y Performance, and for just a little bit more, you can get a new Model S. So in my opinion, again, this ad is going to help Tesla, VW, Ford, and others who have EVs on the road now, and at cheaper prices, more than it's going to help GM. And of course, ads like this could hurt many of these legacy manufacturers who still primarily make ICE cars, and of course make all of their money off internal combustion cars. Too much interest too soon means that people are either going to buy EV cars that are available, or they're simply going to wait a couple of years to get a new car, and either of those is a bad deal for a company like GM that doesn't really have electric cars on the market right now. And yes, I know they have the Chevy Bolt, but that is not selling particularly well compared to the more modern EVs. So anyway, if people buy another EV manufacturer or hold off, either way, that could cut off the lifeblood of legacy car makers before they can get out EVs in quantity. So it could massively backfire on GM. And in the end, in the US at least, I think it's actually going to make Tesla more popular. So this is a really risky strategy, but I do applaud GM for knowing that the transition has to happen and for trying to get the ball rolling in the US. So good for them. I hope they're around to reap the rewards in a few years. One super quick addendum that I found just just as I was finishing editing this video. It looks like Starlink is being released on a first-come, first-served basis regionally. I'm not sure how many countries. It appears that Germany is a no, but my area in Georgia in the United States is a yes, and so I have already signed up. I can't wait to get my box with Starlink in it and set it up and let you all know how it works compared to my Charter Spectrum internet that I have right now. So anyway, there will be more videos on this to come, but I wanted to let everybody know about it as soon as possible. If you want to check out Starlink.com, you can see if it's available in your area and if you can sign up for it right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it informative. If you did, again, make sure you like and subscribe, and definitely ask me questions in the comments or at my email address, which is drknowitallknows@gmail.com. Till next time, bye-bye.